Guys, I am happy. I am happy because what makes me happier than, is watching my team win. Because at the end of the day, look, I don't really care that much about the Heat winning, to be honest. I am a Miami Heat fan, though. But you want to know what makes me happier than that? Being right. Being right. And it feels great to be right, especially when you're in the take business and people were calling your take dumb. I was right. Before we get on to that, though, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 9,450 by the end of the day. That would be absolutely insane. We're obviously not going to hit 9,500 by the end of the day. If we could do that, that'd be ridiculous. But, we're obviously not doing that. But 9,450, 3 more subscribers, that would be insane. But we're talking about Kel'el Ware. We're talking about a guy who is up to averaging nearly 7 points per game. And you might be saying, is Kel'el Ware is doing this in 13 minutes per game. He's shooting 60 and 43% from 3. And not only that, let's look at the last 5 games. 7, 19, 8, 9, and 25. On pretty okay 3-point shooting. And he's obviously only 20 years old. He is going to be 21 by the end of the season, so it's not like he's that young. He played 2 years in college. But, lads, just saying this right now. I'm just saying this right now, lads. I called it. Here is the Mick Talks Hoops draft prediction victory lap. How the Hawks can win the draft. Trade down for him. My theory was that the Hawks wanted Alex Sarr. The Hawks wanted a big. It's clear the Hawks wanted a big, but they took Risa Shea because Sarr said it wouldn't work out for the Hawks. I said trade with San Antonio for pick number 1 so they can take whoever they want. Get pick 4. And to be fair, maybe they would want Castle anyway. But take 4 and 8. Draft whoever you want at 4. And then at number 8, take Kel'el Ware because he's better than Alex Sarr. And I stand by that. He needs to be a lottery pick better than Sarr. I have referred to Alex Sarr as fool's gold. In my breakdown, I was like, Kel'el Ware is better than Sarr. That was like my big draft thing was like, Alex Sarr is not that good. And in fairness, Alex Sarr is better than I thought he was, but Kel'el Ware is still better than Alex Sarr. And also, Miami Heat have found a steal of the draft, talking about it in Summer League where he was brilliant. And then before the season, saying betting on him at plus 5,000. In fairness, plus 4,000. Jared McCain was a crazy one. It's like for $1. For $1 on a plus 5,000 bet. So what's that? You get $50 if you put 1 on? 50 to 1? I thought that was a joke. And Kel'el Ware, I actually have a feeling Kel'el Ware is going to make the All-Rookie first team. I think he will because you're looking at his game logs where now that he's playing proper minutes, like in the 2 games, by the way, he's played proper minutes, 19 and 25 points. He's doing this on limited minutes, and when he's playing minutes, he's putting up numbers. And today, against Wembanyama, Victor Wembanyama didn't have his greatest game. Victor Wembanyama, 21 points, 10 boards, 3 assists. The Spurs have not looked great over the last couple of games. That's going to happen with a young team. They're going to go through runs, but they're a bit below 500, aren't they? Yeah, they're 3 games below 500. 3-7 in their last 10. Not looking great. And not looking likely to make the play-in. They're 2 games off the play-in, which isn't ideal for the San Antonio Spurs. But Stephon Castle coming off the bench. Or sorry, not Stephon Castle, Kel'el Ware. 10 of 19 from the field. He shot the ball 19 times. Against Wemby. Came out with 25 points. 8 rebounds. 2 assists. 2 blocks. 4 fouls in fairness. And was a plus 27. The man was a plus 27. And this is on Wemby. A lot of people are talking about, Kel'el Ware, he's good and all, but how can he play beside Bam? I get it, he was 1 of 5 from 3 today. He's going to be, I think, on decent volume, he is still a low 30s% 3-point shooter on high volume. Which for a 7'/7'1" athletic center who blocks shots and gets rebounds is fine. It's fine. The Orlando Magic as a team shoot 30%. Obviously, Duncan Robinson came out with 21 points. Tyler Hero only had 18. Only shot the ball 12 times. Heck, Kel'el Ware shot more than anyone else. And Terry Rozier actually had 20 points off the bench, which I don't mind. Like, I don't hate this lineup. But, like, the Heat have so much depth. And, like, this is Jimmy Butler effing about and doing a Jimmy Butler, I guess. But, man, Miami winning by 21 against the Spurs. Kel'el Ware stepping up, and again, like, down 10 in the first as well, with a huge third quarter. Like, Kel'el Ware is that guy. And look, I always said this as far as the redraft was concerned. In my way too early redraft, it was funny, my way too early redraft, it never went up on this channel, but I was gonna make it on my other channel, and then was like, oh, do I put it on this one, and then never upload it at all and delete the footage. But in my way too early redraft, I had Kalle going 3rd, but I had Reed Shepherd going 1 in my way too early redraft. Like, this is like post-Summer League. But if we're redrafting now, based on the season, I'm taking him. I'm trying to think what would you do? I think in a redraft, you either still take Ricochet 1, just because of the length and how he projects, or you take Stephon Castle 1. I think maybe you could argue one or the other 2. I think you can maybe argue, if you want to argue Sarby's of upside, but I don't think he's going to be as good as Kel'el Ware. Like, I think you can make the argument of Kel'el Ware at 1 in a redraft because they needed a big. I actually think in a redraft you can make the argument Kel'el Ware at the 1 because he's doing this on a good Miami Heat team. And I know, again, you might be like, oh, good Miami Heat team. They're what? Are they in the play-in or are they in the playoffs now? Oh, they're the 8th seed. They're 21-20. Like, when he's given opportunities, putting up better numbers than Alex Sarr on better percentages, and Alex Sarr is doing it for a 6-win team, not a 21-win team. He's doing it for a team who is on track to win. Are they like, what, 11 games on the year? Oh no, sorry, 12 games on the year? And they're going to be one of the worst teams of all time, the Wizards. And he's doing that. Like, obviously, Yves Missi is putting up, like, decent enough numbers. But, like, what we're seeing Kel'el Ware doing, Kel'el Ware has that potential to be an athletic 7-foot shot blocking stretch big. Like, the kid's got all-star potential. He really does. And I hate the fact that, like, everyone during the draft time, this was always the dumbest argument ever. They were like, oh, look, just watch him play. He doesn't care about basketball. I'm like, the only way you can tell if a player cares about improving is if they improve. They're like, it doesn't matter what he looks like. He had such a big jump between his freshman and his sophomore year that he obviously cares about getting better. He obviously is a player with high upside. He came out of high school hyped, was not good as a freshman, and then dominated as a sophomore. And I'm like, and then in the freaking combine, he tested off the charts and everything. Like, this kid was constantly improving, and he's playing with Miami, which is the best place for him to improve. And look, Jimmy's going to be gone, and I get that. Jimmy's going to be gone very, very soon from the Miami Heat, and that's fine. This season maybe is a write-off, but, like, Bam Adebayo's not old. Like, what age is Bam? Like, Bam Adebayo, like 26? When you lose Jimmy Butler, you've got a 26-year-old Bam, 24-year-old Hero, 21-year-old Ware, Jovic who's young, Jaquez who's young. You've got, like, all of these young players here who are all going to get better. Like, people are saying, oh, Pat Riley this, Pat Riley that. Man, even without Jimmy, the Heat have an incredibly good team that is way younger than people think. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.